Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon throws you into a hunting open-world RPG where your journey begins not with a sword in hand, but behind the bars. Instead of choosing your class from a menu, the game weaves it into the story. Your responses to a prison guard's questions quietly define your starting archetype, setting the stage for your early stats and abilities. It's a subtle yet impactful twist on classic RPG character creation, and while your initial choices shape the foundation of your build, you're never boxed in. As you explore the cursed lands of Avalon, you'll have the freedom to mix and match traits, unlocking new ways to play. But to give yourself a head start, it's worth understanding how the archetype system works, and that's exactly what we're diving into today. If you are choosing the first option, I was on my way to enlist in the army, then you are choosing the warrior class. It has 4 subclasses: infantry, archer, battle mage, and the healer. If you are the type who charges head-on into battle, the warrior is your go-to. Saying you were headed to join the army, that's your first step into this tough as nails archetype. With boosted health, strength, and defense, warriors are built to take punishment and hit back harder. The warrior can use both one-handed and two-handed weapons, and this choice shapes which stats you should focus on. A heavy sword user relies on defense, while a nimble fighter benefits from agility. As the simplest class to start with, warriors are beginners friendly. To make things even easier, pick the infantryman background for extra weapon bonuses early on. Choosing I was hunting at the start sets you on the archer path, a class built around stealth, precision, and survival instincts. Archer excel at long-range combat, with subtype like sharpshooter for deadly crit, the furrier for better crafting and resource gain, the cook for powerful food buffs, and the alchemist for toxic potion-based warfare. However, this class isn't without its challenges. Archers rely heavily on consumables and struggle in close combat. To thrive, you'll need careful positioning, smart planning, and efficient use of your tools. The archer is a classic RPG favorite, loved for its high damage and hated by those who like close combat. It's all about keeping your distance, striking hard, and staying out of harm's way. If you're the type who prefers shadows over swords, the rogue path is your calling. Chosen through dialogue that hints at escape and shady past, this archetype is all about stealth, critical strikes, and vanishing before anyone knows what hit them. Want to strike from afar? The sharpshooter specializes in ranged precision and deadly timing. Prefer to avoid conflict altogether? The faint-hearted leans into pure stealth, sneaking past enemies, looting in silence, and slipping away without leaving a trace. The rogue thrives in stealth and swift takedowns but leave little margin for error. With low health and armor, it's a risky pick, best suited for players who value precision and know when to strike. In the right hands though, it's a lethal force. It's a challenging path, but the payoff, like landing the perfect stealth crit, is worth it. If you enjoy sneaky, tactical gameplay, this class will click with you. Just give it a little time to find your rhythm. Choosing the mage path in Tainted Grail offers a fresh, strategic playstyle. If you pick I was seeking an ancient place of power, you become a sorcerer wielding destructive elemental magic. You can specialize as a healer, supporting your team with restorative spells, or as a pyromaniac, unleashing fiery chaos on enemies. Mages excel at dealing powerful area damage and controlling the battlefield from a distance, but they start fragile with limited mana and weak defense up close. Playing a mage can be tricky at first, requiring careful positioning and timing, but if you enjoy outsmarting foes with spells rather than brute force, this challenging class can be incredibly rewarding once you get the hang of it. If you choose to stay silent during the opening questions, your character starts without a class. This means no bonuses, just a flat 10 in all stats, giving you a clean state to create any build you want, from a warrior mage to a stealthy alchemist. This route suits experienced players who want full freedom over character growth, but it can be tough for beginners since you start weaker and leveling up feels slower. For your first run, picking a defined class helps you learn the game. Once you're comfortable, then experimenting with a custom build becomes a lot more fun. So what class should you pick? The answer is easy. It depends on your choice and playstyle. But if you still insist me to give an answer, let's try to find it. Combat in Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon is tough, so expect some serious challenges. You can skip choosing a class at the start, but it's not recommended. While that lets you assign stats freely, it's easier to learn the game by picking a class early on. For beginners, the warrior is a solid choice, offering strong health, defense, and weapon damage. You can always customize your build later, but the warrior is a great starting point to get comfortable with the game's combat.